Hello Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading, which is what is going on in your relationship. My name is Rosalind, this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. Now then, I actually wanted to do a reading because I've got some things going on in a particular relationship that I was a bit curious about what is actually going on. And I thought, I wonder if anybody else would like to know what's going on with the relationship that they're curious about as well. So it can be a friendship, it can be a family relationship, it can be a romantic relationship. Now I shuffled these cards, asked Spirit to give me 3 cards for the front cards of what we're going to do with each of the piles. And crikey, these are some serious cards. They're pretty intense. So I'm very excited to see what is behind each one because I've not done the readings yet. So pile 1, we've got the 9 of Swords, which is that one. Pile 2, we've got the Knight of Swords. There we go. Pile 2. Pile 3, we've got the Tower. So you can have a look at that. Pile 3. So you can go straight to the description section where there's all the information about me and what I do, and you can find my links if you want to do a one-to-one reading with me or have past life regression or do coaching or love and life coaching, all that sort of stuff. But it's also got the timestamps. So you can pop straight on there, click on the timestamp for whichever pile that you're interested in, and it will take you straight to your reading. I hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, please do subscribe and like to help grow my channel because it really helps me to help other people. Enjoy your reading. Thanks for watching. Hello, pile 1. Thank you for joining me today. Right, so you have picked the 9 of Swords for what is going on in this relationship. Well, immediately I can see that it's bringing anxiety and worry because it says so right there. Don't know if you can see that clearly. We've got anxiety and worry written there. And this card often represents... It can represent nightmares. It can, in that time of quiet when you're trying to get to sleep or in the middle of the night. Oh, there's been some times where if I've been in a really bad time in a relationship, I can't sleep. Even if I'm with them, if they're in the same house, sometimes just lying there awake, feeling uncomfortable because there's either tension or they've said something or they've upset you, or there's sort of, it's not settled. This is the kind of feeling of that card. So it's maybe either giving you nightmares or you're just struggling to sleep or you're just worrying about it and worrying about what's going on. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what is happening in more detail. Then we'll have a look at what they're thinking. Try and get you a bit of clarity about what's going on, pile 1. Spirit, please can I have some more cards for pile 1 so that we can see what is going on in this relationship. So we've got the 4 of Rests there, so it looks like you need to take some time out. You might have been ghosted by them, which might be causing you a bit of worry if they've disappeared away from you. I don't know if that's going to actually... I don't know if you're seeing that properly. I think it's focusing on the 9 of Swords. But you might need some time out to just rest and recover from whatever's been going on in this relationship. We'll get more cards and we'll get a better story. Spirit, what's been going on for pile 1 in this relationship, please? Got the Ace of Pentacles, so we've got new beginnings. So there's a chance you've moved into a new house, moved into a new job, or there's been some financial new beginning which is relating to this relationship, whether it means that you've separated and had to deal with your finances independently, or like I say, if it's a new job. Let's have a look what's going on, because that Ace of Pentacles can be an engagement or a marriage. It tends to be an exchange of something that's materialistic, like a ring, a contract or something that's having an impact on this relationship. We've got the Creator, which is also saying no, but we've got the Creator. Look at all those lovely colours there. Nice rainbow colours, but also we'll see that there's the lightning in the back there. I'm going to get some more cards. Spirit can have some more cards about what's going on in this relationship, so we can get a nice, good understanding. Seven of Swords. So this is about dishonesty, theft, feeling like somebody's betrayed you in some way. This is very interesting. Hold on. Let's have another one, please, Spirit. And the Queen of Cups. So that might be how you're being. Ooh, can we fit that in there? Let's just squish that in there. So the Queen of Cups is usually about healing, compassion. So let's just put that there. So we've had a situation where there's been some form of betrayal, or there's an issue around trust in a really big way here with this one. You've tried to start again in certain ways. That may be that you've started something new for yourself, and maybe that's not gone very well with them, or maybe you've moved into a house with them, or you've started something that's more got engaged to them, and actually it's causing you loads of anxiety because what you're creating you can't trust, you don't feel comfortable with it, but it could be healing. I'm just going to get one more clarification card about all this, so that we can get a really good picture of what's going on. Oh, there's two. Oh, why? Message in a bottle. Interesting. So you may be utterly confused as to why the person is behaving the way that they're behaving, and you might be feeling a little bit washed out, like you're isolated in some way. So maybe they have disappeared in a way, or separated from you, and left you feeling alone and confused as to what's going on, and betrayed by the fact that they're not about. Or maybe if you've had to go away because of a new job, perhaps you're feeling insecure about how they're what they're doing in the background. So if we read this as it shows there's been anxiety and worry with regards to this relationship. So there's been a need to take some time out to recover and rest and recuperate, so that you can improve your own self-esteem and self-worth. It's been important that you've needed to learn how to say no to things that aren't right for you, and there might have been a bit of a dark night of the soul situation where you felt upset and uncomfortable and worried, and well, that ties back to here because there's a lack of trust. There's been an issue with trust and whether you felt betrayed, but you're healing now, and you're coming to a point where you can actually cope with your own intuition about what's going on, and you're having more compassion for what's going on within the relationship or towards yourself, which is the most prominently important thing, because the more you can be compassionate towards yourself, the more you'll make right decisions, correct decisions about what's going on in this relationship. Message in a bottle is usually actually very positive, saying that you are going to get some good news or a positive communication. So if they have disappeared and gone quiet, it's potentially been a case that you've needed to have some time to recuperate, but you will hear from them soon in a positive way, which will potentially make you feel better. But then you're going to be asking the question, well, why has this happened? Why have they behaved like this? And also, why are you wanting to respond in the way that you're doing now? Sorry about that. Luna was joining in as well then. Quite often, the why relates to the fact that, your logical mind isn't always where the information's at. They may have behaved in an illogical way. You may be behaving in an illogical way, because when it comes down to your emotions, things can be triggered from the past. There can be fears coming up. Trust is obviously a big issue in this relationship. So let me just have a look at... let's get some information about how they are feeling. That might help. Spirit, can you give me some information about how the other person is feeling? Spirit, how is pile one's person feeling? How is pile one's person feeling? Oh, I am addicted to you. So, if you've got that sort of relation, though, it can be volatile sometimes. So it can be where there can be really strong reactions and responses to behaviours where you kind of can't live with each other and you can't live without each other. So they will keep coming back. However, you have got this card here that is telling you that you do need to say no when things aren't good for you. And there's a lot about your self-love, your self-esteem, compassion towards who you are. So it can be really flattering if somebody can't get enough of your energy. But it just depends if that's healthy or not. We're going to get some more information, and I'm going to get some advice for you then, just to see what spirits say with regards to this. Oh, they're waiting for you. So maybe you're the one who's taken a step away from this relationship, or maybe you're not willing to come back on board because you're worrying about trust issues. So you maybe need to clear the issues in your energy, if that's the case. If you're dealing with past hurts and issues that aren't relating to this, then maybe you need to clear your energy, because they're nervous to come forward for some reason, even though we've got this that's coming, that they may not be able to stay away because they may contact you. Spirit, what else? How is the other person feeling, please? Spirit, how is pile one's person feeling? They need more time. It's very conflicting. So we've got, they are waiting for you, but at the same time, they need more time. So it sounds like they don't know what they're doing. There's maybe, quite often we think that somebody else is behaving in a way that makes logical sense. I think this is why we've got the Y card here. They sounds like they're conflicted. So they want to be with you because they kind of need you. They've got that desire to be with you, but at the same time, there's stuff going on within them which is making them indecisive about what they're doing in this relationship. If they've ended up, if they're an avoidant, so if they've been hurt in the past previously, they may come rushing in at certain points where they really want to be with you, like in this I'm addicted to you element, but then they might not cope well with you because it might be too scary for them. Let's have a look what else we've got. Spirit, please can you tell me more about what Power One's person is feeling? Oops, I meant what I said. Okay, so whatever they've said to you, it wasn't in the heat of an argument or even Quite often you will find that people will speak their honest truth to you, either in jest or, when they're drunk, or when they're talking about things that aren't necessarily related directly to them. They will tell you the truth about who they are. So just take a step back and look at that. If they keep telling you the same thing, I used to date someone who kept telling me all the time that they were a coward. And I was like, what is he on about? What a weird thing to say, to keep saying that they're a coward. And because that didn't resonate with me, because I'm not a coward, I was like, what are you talking about? And I used to brush it off. And then it turned out that's exactly what they were. And they did a runner and they ghosted me. And that's just an example of how someone can keep telling you what they are, and then you don't always pay attention if you aren't like that. You'll look, if you're looking for the best in them, then sometimes you'll be like, that's not who you are. Why would you say something like that? I see all the good that's in you. But just listen to what they are genuinely saying. Let me get some advice for you about what's going on with your person, pile 1. Spirit, please can you give some advice for pile 1? If you do want to work with me on anything to do with relationships, there's all sorts of stuff we can do with psychological therapies to clear patterns. We can tune in via spiritual guidance reading 1-to-1. I can tune into their energy and see what's going on. Right then. Yeah, ground yourself. So with all this anxiety that's been going on about this relationship, it's easy to get your energy starts to leave your body because of the panic. So make sure that you might have adrenaline kicking in, which will make it shuts down your digestive system because you're going into a fight, flight or freeze response. If you're in that point, try to make sure that you just rest in, take some nice deep breaths. It's quite a bit to recover from that if you've gone into a panic about what's going on. If you can, try to make sure that you're eating and drinking sensibly, and just pull your energy. Imagine yourself pulling your energy back into your heart center space. So all your energy is coming back into your heart center. Imagine the roots coming down from the bottom of your feet into the ground, and that will help to ground yourself like a tree. Go and put your hands on the trunk of a tree if you can, and just let your energy ground into the tree, and that helps loads. But if you're in a bit of a state of panic, you might need to detach from this situation a little bit to give yourself some perspective. And again, you can work with me if we need to cut some negative cords, just so that you can get perspective and live in your life without this whirling around and around in your head. It's very difficult when you get stuck in the energy of panic. So if you've got a nervous attachment style, if you're looking for someone to be loving and caring with you and then they suddenly disappear, it can be so utterly distressing, because it just reinforces. If you've got attachment issues or abandonment issues, it just it reinforces all of those fears. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. This is a general reading. Collaborate. Sometimes we are called to develop our self-sufficiency, and this can be a valuable road to travel in the discovery of our unique and individual gifts. But this is not the same as trying to do everything yourself all of the time. This is not a time... Oops, sorry, that's my earbud. This is not a time to go it alone. It is time to unite and work with others. Do seek help if you need it. If you really are suffering with what's going on here, make sure that you seek help either via me or your friends, or somebody who is professional who can support you to make you feel okay and make you feel better. Spirit, what other advice have we got for pile 1, please? outcome. This card asks you not to be too attached to a specific outcome. In any new situation, the possibilities are open-ended. Anything might happen, so it's not completed yet. Try not to prescribe a fixed outcome within your mind, as this may limit your availability to access the infinite scope of possibilities sent to guide you in the best possible direction. So what I'd say with this is you need to detach from this person so that you can enable all of your energy to come back to you. So at the minute, while you're focusing on this other person in the way that you are doing, all of your energy is going on to them. So where thought goes, energy flows. It's time to go, right, just for now, I will give this situation up to my ancestors in spirit, to those who've passed away, who love and support me, to the angels, to God, whoever you believe in. Ask them to take care of this situation. You let go of it just for now, so you can take care of yourself and you can start to get into a process of rest and recovery, so that you aren't so focused on them. Because while you're so focused on this other person, quite often that's probably what's needing them to, that's probably why they need more time, because while they'll be picking up on the energy that you're in. So if you're in a distressed state, it might be pushing them away, and this might be why we've got "they are waiting for you" card. It's potentially that you need to let go of whatever the distress is, or heal it with the help of other people, so that you can be in the right frame of mind, and that will then enable them to come back to you. Lots of love to you, pal one. I hope this resonated and helped. If it did, please do press the like and subscribe button, and feel free to write in the comments so I know what's going on, and wishing you all the best. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Hello, pal 2. Welcome to today's reading about what is going on in this relationship. So you have picked the Knight of Swords, which shows tensions, highs, lows and conflict. Now, interestingly enough, in most packs, the Knight of Swords is actually somebody who is very focused, very ambitious, usually is pushing to get to their goals really quickly. So that might be that they're pushing to get with you quicker than you're wanting to be the case, or maybe you do want it to be the case, but they're going quite quickly, or they may be well focused on their career or projects, or whatever it is that they're wanting to achieve very quickly. Interesting that we've got the highs and lows there, so there may be some moodiness going on, which might be confusing. I sense that there's not a lack of clarity, because the sword's the wrong way up, because usually if the sword is presenting the end, then we've got clarity about what's going on. They may be confusing because of their moods, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this over here, and we're going to get more information about what's going on for you, pal 2, so that what's going on for pal 2, let's get a bit of a story to see what's going on, and then we'll see how they feel, and then we'll get you some advice. Oops, my earbud keeps falling out. I thought it was going to start my audio book then, but it hasn't, so we're all right. Sorry about that. Right, Spirit, what is going on in this relationship for pal 2, please? What is going on in this relationship for pal 2? So we have got there is the Ace of Swords. So there will be an element of clarity, or perhaps they're quite cold, but we've got success, change, decisions. So maybe you've made a decision about something, or maybe they've made a decision about something, or you've got clarity about what is actually going on in this relationship. Interestingly, I almost want to say you've got clarity and they haven't. better. You see in fact, what I also want to say is you have more maturity than they do. Spirit, what else we got? Hold on. Give me some more information, please, for pile 2. Oops. Okay, so things aren't very happy in the family. So either in your tribe or in the... Maybe one of your family isn't happy at what the other one's doing or doesn't like them. Let's just have a look. Oh, so there's a lack of trust again. We've had that in pile 1. Perhaps your family doesn't trust, or their family doesn't trust you, which is making things uncomfortable. Spirit, what else have we got going on, please, for pile 2? Oh, yeah, out in the cold. Struggle, loss. Look, oh, gosh. I am wondering if somebody's family has rejected this person, either because they don't trust them, or it's messing up your family unit with them because they've done something where they've betrayed you, and maybe it's left you lacking in actual financial money, or you've been left out in the cold somehow. Let me just get more information. Oh, but that has given you some, as this suggests that there's some freedom in that. Oops, can we fit that on there? Let me just squash those up a little bit so you can see. Let me get an overriding card so that I can get a bit more information. And then we'll have a look at the whole story of this. Here and now we've got, and then, oops, Spirit, what else have we got, please? Power 2 to clarify their relationship. To be fair, okay, oops, let's just put those there then. Okay, so it seems like there's been some sort of issue where I want to say there's been financial issues. So either you might not have a lot of money or they might not have a lot of money, but there's been freedom from what's happened. There's been dishonesty, upset within a family, whether that's your family unit. Maybe you've chucked them out of your family unit because you've had this clarity and it's made you go, I'm sick of the highs and lows and the conflicts and the moodiness and the lack of maturity that's going on here. However, I still feel that you feel sad about the fact that this has happened, and there needs to be a resolution now about how you can move forward in a fair way. Oops, sorry, that's my earbud keeps falling out, which is really frustrating. There's a... I do apologise, I'm having some technical problems. Okay, I'm going to go with the energy of this, that it's jittery, it feels uncomfortable, you've made a big change, you've been really brave, and now you feel sort of upset, but still like, I feel like there's a bit of recovery period needed, to be honest. You've been really strong and brave, but now it's time to find a way to allow yourself to not only be fair to yourself, but fair to the other parties involved, and to look at what's going on right now. So stop looking at what happened in the past, stop looking at what's coming in the future, and just allow yourself. You maybe yearn to have a love affair or friendship that you now don't have. Something that's more reliable, more passionate, different and better, because it's like the good old days have gone. So just let your heart know that you have everything that you need right now. You're doing well, even if it's difficult. I want to get some information about how they feel, and then we'll get some advice cards to support you with this. Spirit, please can we have some information about how pile 2's person feels? I can't stop looking at this 5 of Pentacles where this person is out in the cold. There's difficulties with finances. Maybe you feel excluded, or maybe you've pushed somebody else out so that you can have freedom and more, so that you could, and maybe it's actually, no, I do feel like it's about this person. I was going to say in some scenarios it might be that you've actually, as a couple, stepped away from family because they've not behaved very well, and it's made you feel like you've had to step away from, you know, whether it's your parents or their parents, so that you can actually have a happy union together. But you need to consider how to go forward with that, but that's only going to be in rare cases, I think. Spirit, how does your how does pile 2's person feel? Okay, I lie awake thinking about our future. So obviously this situation is very much on their mind, and that might be why we've got the to be fair, because it's all about how you're going to move forward in this situation now, and they're wanting to understand how to move forward as well. You have so many choices and options, so I think they're in a bit in victim mentality where they feel like you've got a lot more, even if that's not the case, but they might feel like you've got a lot more support, a lot more choices, a lot more another one, hold on, just flew out. Why, they're all flying out here. I'm too afraid to talk, so I want to say that that might tie in with what I said a little bit about the immaturity thing. But also, if this is a situation where you've got children and they've been pushed out, they may be scared of what is going to happen. They may feel that everything, you've got the power in the situation, and they're probably scared about saying the wrong thing, and they might not be that. I think that there's a chance they might be a bit arrogant, but actually when it comes down to it, maybe scared to take the bull by the horns and be mature enough to ask for a proper conversation about this. But they might be afraid of the repercussions as well if they rock the boat. Spirit, please can I have more information for pile 2 about what their person is thinking, please? Oh, that's not helpful. They're having thoughts about the intimate relationship with you and maybe missing that to some degree, which is interesting. So they are wanting to engage with you energetically in lots of different ways. And they're lying awake and thinking about it. Spirit, can you give me some more information about what has happened in this relationship, please? Some more information about what has happened in this relationship, please. You've got freedom. Now, I've got freedom twice. So whether it's you're feeling like you've got freedom from somebody who's been acting in a bad way, I was going to say something else then, but I'm going to try and keep this like, as nicely said as possible. So you have got freedom now, which I always think freedom's good. And you've got that twice, that whatever you've been through has given you a degree of freedom. And that is powerful, and empowering. Spirit, can I have some advice for pile 2, please? Can I have some advice for pile 2, please? Giving and receiving. Okay, give and take is different to giving and receiving. So taking and receiving are not the same. When we take, whoever we take from may or may not have chosen to give. However, when we receive, choice and respect are an integral part of the exchange. Let go of any need to take and embrace the harmony of giving and receiving. So don't force anything to be given to you out of resentment and frustration. Don't force any behaviours. You will get the support you need from the right places, even if it's not where you expect it's coming from. And I'm kind of looking at that here in this loss and struggle with the 5 of Pentacles. Spirit, can I have... This is a very odd reading because little things keep going wrong. Just as I was trying to say that, I've got Luna, my little dog, attacking my arm, trying to demand and take my attention because she wants it, and she's hassling at me because she won't stop it, which is frustrating. It might be that people are at you trying to push you because they want stuff from you. Just step back, turn your phone off, shut your door, try not to embrace in any drama around these situations, because it will only make things worse, and allow yourself to tune into your intuition. Here, this person here who made this decision, just remember who you are that's come up with this clarity. You've had the clarity yourself. That's come to you. Allow yourself to keep receiving that information. Other people will put their opinions on you because of their own fears and their own worries about you, and their values about what they think is right and what they think is wrong. However, I feel like this is very important that you get still and listen to your own intuition and have your own clarity about what the right thing to do is. Make the next best choice with each step in the here and now. Spirit, can I have some more advice, please, for pile 2? Intention. Yeah, this is sort of what I'm saying, really. Intention is a focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. Notice the predominant thoughts you hold in your mind, because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns. So try and let go of anything that's negative if you can, and accept that the universe is going to support you. Try and be in a positive mindset and put your worries and concerns up to whoever you believe in, whether it's your ancestors who've passed over, whether it's the angels, whether it's God, whoever, whether it's the universe. Set the intention of what you need with gratitude and love in your heart, and let it come to you. Let's get one more advice card, please, for pile 2. Oh, we had that actually with pile 1. Interesting. We've got an overlap here with pile 1, where there was dishonesty and betrayal and upset and worry there, and also collaboration. So seek advice from professional people. Ask for support where it feels right. You can always work with me directly as well, and I can do either a one-to-one reading with you where I can tune into your person to see what's actually going on and help to bring more clarity, or we can do psychological therapies to help clear anything that's negative, or coaching to help you get through this process, and holistic healing and things. just be open. Sometimes the support comes from the strangest places where we don't expect it sometimes. So just be open to receiving support from spirit and listen to your intuition, and just try and make sure that you're calm and relaxed. Whether this is with your person, whether it's with a family, where there's things going on, but you've found your freedom now, so you're finding your feet. Just take your time, live in the moment, don't worry so much about the past or the future, and just look for the fairest outcomes for all, because karmically that'll be a positive thing and it'll be right for everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If this did resonate, please do press the like and subscribe button, and because it helps to grow my channel, and I want to help more people if I can. Take care. Goodbye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to today's reading about what is going on in this relationship. So, you have picked the Tower card. So, around here, around the edge of this card, we've got destruction, enlightenment, release. Now, what usually happens with the Tower card is that something has either happened internally, where we've had a big shift and change within ourselves, and we're rebuilding who we are from the inside out, or you may have had big shifts and changes in your external life that's now making you reassess what's going on. But given that this is in relation to a relationship, there may have been some big dramatic changes within this relationship that's breaking it down, and we now need to see if it's going to get rebuilt or if you're going to walk away and rebuild it yourself. Or maybe it's a positive thing that you've kind of recognised together that there's changes that have been required, and you're doing that now and rebuilding your life in a different way. What we'll do is we'll look into the cards. I'm going to put this over here. We'll get some more cards to look at the story of what's going on. Then we'll get information about how your person is actually feeling and thinking. And then we'll get some advice to give you more clarity, so you know what's going on and to help you. I feel like with whatever's going on, you've got spirit watching down on you, supporting and helping you. So always be willing to ask your ancestors or those you know who've passed in spirit, or even those you don't know, because we have a whole host of people in spirit supporting us and trying to guide us to have the best and possible life for our highest good. Spirit, please can I have some cards to share with me about what has been going on with Pile 3's person? Is it them having a tower moment? Is it Pile 3 having a tower moment? Or is the relationship itself restructuring and changing? So we've got the King of Cups. Oh, so that's a lovely card, actually. That is somebody who is warm, charismatic, intuitive, usually very emotionally mature is kind of what this is about. So let's put that there. And we've got, let's see what else we've got for Pile 3. Oh, we've got the Nine of Cards, which is the wish card. Optimism, happiness, joy, vitality. That's really lovely. So that's about wishes coming true. Oh, I do hope this is a nice pile. The other two piles have been ever so difficult. I feel they're going through pretty bad times. But hopefully this Tower moment is showing that you are having good times. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a bit of tension and conflict, maybe because there's some big shifts and changes going on with the Tower card. Indecision. Okay. Four of Cups. A bit stuck. Kind of either boredom or things aren't moving. or you're not quite sure what to do. Things are maybe a bit... It's interesting because you've got the Tower card, which shows that things are changing, but maybe it's not happening fast enough, and maybe you don't feel like you've got what you want right now. Let me get some more cards. This one certainly doesn't feel as bad as the others, so that's good. So I'm hoping this is going to be like there's little tensions and sort of indecision, but actually everything's not as bad as it seems. Or maybe it's quite good. It's just that you're trying to make some life changes with someone because you're emotionally engaged with them in a positive way. So you're wanting to make your wishes come true because the potential is there for your wishes to come true. It's just that you're not satisfied right now. You've got yearning for a different life, and because of that it's causing a bit of conflict, but you're not quite sure how to get that. And I feel like that, so you are looking to make a change in your life, I think, rather with this person. Oops. So, oh look, oh pretty. Imagine. So you need to imagine what your life can be, what the relationship can be. That's a really nice positive card of potential. Right. Oh, excellent. Building blocks, look. So I love that because you've got the Tower card and then you've got that you're rebuilding. So together, you can actually create a vision of what it is that you want to achieve, and you can start building together to create the life that you want. I like this. This is very exciting. So, daydreaming about what it's like to be in a romantic relationship, or daydreaming about how you want to have the relationship. It's important that you start to actually make this reality real. So, or maybe it is coming real because your wishes are coming true. I think we're in a good place, pile 3. I feel like we're in a good place. Maybe somebody has come into your life who's actually kind and caring, and you're like, no way, really? And it's bringing up fears, and then it's bringing up indecision because you're not used to things being so nice. But it's actually creating huge shifts and changes in you because it's, as soon as we get that, if it's a friend, it can be a friend or a romantic partner who comes in and just lights you up. So I want to say, like, you get 2 radiators that start to be together where you're both putting equally in positive energy by talking openly together, or, putting energy, thought and good vibes into the relationship, which builds something good. It's rare in a friendship and in a romantic relationship. So it can make you feel a little bit anxious sometimes, and you can have a few wobbles. But if you're on the right track where, this lovely feeling and this good stuff is happening, then together you can create change. And I think at the minute things aren't quite as you want them to be because you're wanting a new life. I mean, she's dreaming of the Ace of Cups, which is quite often a new love. So, and I feel like there's the imagine bit here as well. You've got a lot of ideas about how you either want this relationship to go or how you want life to go that's impacted by this relationship. And then the building blocks bit we've got is that you can't build Rome overnight, folks, and that's metaphysically or actually in reality. Oh, my AirPods keep falling out. No, it's all right. The book's not starting. When I push them back in, it starts my audio book, which is the Sarah J. Maas books, A Court of Thorn and Rose. It's very good, folks. Very good. Very exciting. I'll just put that out there. Anyway, let me just look at this building blocks one for you. So you can see that this person is on here kind of prancing around, feeling like they've got it going on. Can you see that? because it is exciting when you're able to build something, when you're able to build, a new life with somebody else. So when you're not alone. This can be about attracting a new relationship into your life. This can be of dreaming a new relationship is coming into your life. So maybe you've actually got a new relationship, or you're wanting it to be. You've got the dreams coming true bit. So maybe there's somebody that you've got your eyes on that you're not actually in a relationship yet, and you're starting to create the relationship with them. It's important to be honest, to be who you are, to lay the groundwork in a strong, clear way. You know what I mean? Don't rush everything. You've got to build strong foundations, folks. No matter what, whether that's a friendship or a romantic relationship, building strong foundations takes time because people are multifaceted. They've got the good, the bad, and the ugly. And, you might love all of that, but it's important to allow yourself to see that, to be seen, and to, from that, to build. Let me see what, Spirit, what is pile 3's person thinking or feeling? What are they feeling about pile 3? Spirit, what is pile 3's person feeling about pile 3, please? I feel like this is the pile full of potential, which can be scary and then confusing because you go, is it real? Is it not real? Is it real? Is this happening? Is it not happening? It is happening, my lovely Foxglove friends. Oh heck, I'm just going to leave that there. That there. If any of you have got these pods, they drive me up the wall because they won't stay in my ears. Now then, I am manifesting you. So the person that you're inquiring about has been trying to they've been wanting this as much as you have. They've been wanting somebody in this way as much as you have. They've been dreaming. So you've kind of brought this relationship into fruition, even if it's not fully bedded into the 3D yet. If it's somebody who's on your mind who isn't quite in it yet, they want it to happen. If you are in it, well done, folks, because you've brought this to reality. They have wanted to bring this to reality just as much as you. If you are in any doubt, if you have any inner conflict or wobbles going on, they want it as much as you. They've been searching and waiting for it. You make me want to do bad things. We don't need to know about this, Spirit, pile 3. So obviously they have desire for you. Let's put it like that. I'm going to put it in a nice way. We're going to make it a family show. They really want to, be intimate with you. They want to break the rules with you. They just want to live life and have a great time with you. Oops. Yeah. So ignore. They're worried that other people are whispering in your ear. They're worried that other people are whispering in your ear and that they're going to put you off them. So just be careful what people are saying, because people speak so easily and so lightly in a way that can cause such damage when something is new. If it's new, oops, that popped out. Yeah, there's a bit of anxiety about whether you think about them as much as they think about you. For some people, I feel like this is almost mirroring how you feel. So there's a chance that everything you're kind of going through, they may be thinking the same thing, but they might just not be expressing it the same. So they're wanting to know that you care and feel the same way as they do. Which might seem obvious to you, but you'd be surprised. We all have a little wobbles every now and again. Right, let me get you some. What else do I want? Maybe I want one of these. Spirit, can I have a bit more clarification about what's going on in this relationship? What's going on in this relationship for pile 3, please? I like this pile 3. I'm happy for you. Karma. Ooh, it's a karmic relationship. So maybe you have actually waited for this. Perhaps you have gone through kissing many frogs. If it's a romantic relationship, you've perhaps kissed many frogs and got many frogs, and at last the time is right. You've done the work in life, however that has been, where you have got what you are asking for now, what you've been waiting and wishing for. And maybe you didn't think it was ever going to come, but it has. So this is important, and this is at a soul level. So this relationship is one at a soul level where you've lived in past lives before and you are linked at a deeper level. So stop worrying. If you are worrying, do try not to have so many wobbles, because it's kind of fated, either this friendship or this relationship. So if you feel you have made mistakes, or indeed someone else has done so with impact on you, please do not feel bad about this. Treasure and value your mistakes and those of others around you. They are cutting edge of our personal growth and evolution. Lean into the learning and celebrate your openness to grow. Yeah, so this is about the building blocks. We all, in all relationships, for it to be strong and solid, we have to have the good, the bad and the ugly. And people are going to make mistakes because they just can't be perfect all the time. As you're learning each other and you're starting to understand each other. So just don't take things too seriously. Learning to communicate within this is important. We've got the spiritual warrior. So I feel like this relationship is really going to empower you to be your strongest soul self, to shine your light, to kind of live your purpose in this lifetime. It's really going to tie in a positive way to enable you to be your best possible self, maybe to help others and to be a shining light and a nice example. It'd be a nice example for other people sometimes. You know, if you've got a really good relationship or you're going into a good relationship, take action now. So I want to say also focus on the now. Don't worry about what's been. Don't worry about what's coming in the future. Focus on the now. It says this is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Maybe you need to communicate with them. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. Yeah, I love this, because we've got all this imagining going on here with the cup and the imagine bit. You need to do stuff, you know, make it happen. Maybe communicate with them, or put yourself in the right place at the right time if you know that they're going to be there, you know, if you're at that point. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action, pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. Don't be shy about showing how you feel, folks. You know, just gently and honestly, because we've got the do you think about me card. Perhaps they're not sure if you if how you feel about them. So gently encourage communication. That will help things to come along nicely. So, thanks for watching. If you like this, please do press the subscribe button and click on the like little thumbs up, because it helps to grow my channel and that means I can help more people. You have a lovely rest of your day. If you want to work with me one-to-one, it's all in the description. I am taking bookings for private one-to-one readings now, and you can do that through the Buy Me a Coffee link. It's got my shop on there. So good luck. Ta-ta.